Yeah, good afternoon, every one of you. We have seen this unit 4 all through. We have revised once again. Then finally, I have given an activity just to note down your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, today I would like to know what are your strengths and weaknesses once again, as we have discussed in the first class itself. So each and everyone, I just ask you your strengths and weaknesses. Tell at least one strength and one weakness, everybody. Okay, then we will start unit 5. So this unit 4 and unit 2 is completely based on the activity based. Okay, whatever you learn, whatever you just grasp the knowledge from until unit 3, unit 1, 2, 3. So you have to apply that knowledge in order to enhance your life, in order to determine yourself, in order to set your goals. So before setting your goal, you should know what is your strength and weaknesses, whether they are in a balanced approach or not, whether some weaknesses are they are overbalanced than this strengths are. What is your life? Well, the true meaning of your life. In order to define that, you have to define yourself with your strengths and weaknesses. Then only you can know what are your true value in this society. So one by one, please come voluntarily and just define one strength and one weakness so that we can move on to the, after completion of this activity, we can move on to the unit 5. Okay, only 25 attendees are there. Okay, roll number 2. Attendance percentage is very low for this class. Roll number 2. Just quickly just say one weakness and strength. That's it. Okay, I don't want any reasoning or nothing since we have done this task in the class 1 itself. So just I want to know that one. Don't raise your hand, just raise your voice. I just want to know one strength and one weakness from your point of view. What is that one? Okay, roll number 2. I will just put absent. Problem. There's roll number 5. Roll number 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Define your strength and weakness. At least one.
Sleep.
Strength is.
Sleep.
No, I can't able to hear you properly.
Sleep,
Some
sir.
noise. Sorry.
Strength is food, weakness is sleep.
Your voice is not clear for me. I think for everybody it is the same situation. Yes, now tell me. Okay, I will get back to you once again. Roll number 3. Roll number 3.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, just tell me your strength and weakness, at least one strength and one weakness.
Strength is my parents, sir.
Okay. Then,
Weakness, trusting people.
okay, trusting people. Okay, nice. Then roll number 6. Roll number 6. Yes.
So strength is my parents and God.
Okay.
Weakness is my goodness, sir.
Goodness. Okay, nice. Okay, thank you. Roll number 7. Roll number 7. Yes.
Strength are my parents and my weaknesses. Listening to
Weaknesses. Sorry, I couldn't able to hear. Weaknesses.
listening to music.
No, please repeat once again.
Listening to music.
Internet connectivity is not good. Okay, I will get back to you once again. Roll number 9.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
My strength is positivity.
Okay.
My weakness is overconfidence.
Overconfidence. Nice. It's a true weakness. You have to overcome that one. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah. Rule number 10.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
My strength, my strength is my parents. My
Okay.
weakness, actually, I don't know my weakness, sir.
Okay. Really, you are in true crisis period. You have to identify your weakness. Before identifying your strength, you have to identify your weaknesses. People will play with you if you don't identify your weakness. Okay, just identify until the unit 5 completes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Then rule number 11. Rule number 11. Rule number 11. Okay, rule number 11 is not there. Rule number 12. Rule number 12. Rule number 12 is also not there. Rule number 15.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, tell me your
And
strength and weakness.
my strength is my patience, sir.
Patience. Wow, nice strength.
And weakness is my angriness, sir.
Angriness. Okay, it's a true weakness. Okay, you have to correct yourself. Okay, thank you. Rule number 20.
Sir, my strength is my parents,
Okay.
and my weakness is short temper.
Weakness is
Short temper.
short temper. Okay. You have to overcome that one. Okay. Then rule number 23.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
My strengths are being honest and self-control and versatility.
Honest, self-control,
And versatility.
versatility. Okay. Flexibility. Okay. Yeah. Then
Number 12.
My
weakness.
weaknesses are self-criticism, being too sensitive, and being too extremely introverted.
Okay. Self-criticism. Okay. You'll criticize yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's a very bad weakness. Okay. You have to correct yourself. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, number 12 present, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just tell me your strength and weakness.
Sir, my strength is my mom and my weakness is trusting the people, sir.
Trusting people. Okay. Thank you. Roll number 25. Rule number 25.
Afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Sir, my strength is my family members and friends, sir.
Okay.
And my weakness is overthinking.
Weakness is overthinking. Okay. It is also a true weakness. Okay. Many members are telling overthinking or self criticism. These are true weaknesses. Okay. Thank you. You have to correct yourself. Then 29. Rule number 29.
Sir, my strength is my family and weakness is being straightforward and angry.
Being straightforward is good. Yeah. You are honest
అంటే
person.
ముంగటోళ్ళు
Okay.
ఏమనుకుంటారో అట్లా కదా సార్.
ఏం పర్లేదు అది హానెస్టీ అది హానెస్టీ కిందకే వచ్చింది స్ట్రైట్ ఫార్వర్డ్నెస్ దట్స్ ద బెస్ట్ పాలసీ కీప్ ఇట్ అప్ దట్ వన్ ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ రూల్ నెంబర్ 30 రూల్ నెంబర్ 30 okay rule number 30 is not there rule number 31
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon
Sir, my strength is family, sir,
okay yeah
and weakness is angry, sir. Angriness.
angriness okay truly many members are having a angry and short temper in this class okay no problem rule number 32
Sir,
Roll number 32. 32 is not there. Then roll number 34. 33 is as usual on hold. 34. 33 is also not there. 34. 34. 36. Roll number 36. 37. Roll number 37.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
My friends are talking initiative.
What initiative?
Like I'm a good speaker of talking and have good skills in talking.
Okay. Yes.
And my weakness comes to and I'm a odd like a chatterbox. I talk much.
Okay. Really good. Okay. People who are there with you, easily the time will pass. Okay. No problem. Thank you. Then 42, roll number. Roll number 42. Are you there? Roll number 43.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Sir, my strength is my friends.
Friends, okay.
My weakness is my kindness.
Kindness.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's also a true weakness. Thank you. Then 44. Roll number 44.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Sir, my strength is family
Okay.
and my weakness is myself, sir.
Yourself is your weakness. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why like that?
I am too weak, sir. If it comes to any situations that to be there, then I am a kind-hearted person.
Okay, okay. You don't have emotional intelligence, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have to correct your emotional quotient, EQ. Okay, then 45 roll number. Roll number 45. Are you there? 46. Roll number 46. Roll number 46. I have already given is from the last two classes. I am saying this one only. In the next class, I will ask your strengths and weaknesses. But till now, also you couldn't gather your strengths and weakness. I don't know why. 46. Roll number 46 and roll number 47.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good
Sir, roll
afternoon.
number 13 present, sir.
Okay, just wait for 1 second.
Roll number 13.
Okay, wait for 1 second. Yes, roll number 47.
Sir, my strength is my friends and parents,
Okay,
and my weakness is my aggressiveness.
aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Okay, keep it up. Then roll number 13. Okay, roll number 48.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Sir, my is straightforward, sir.
Your voice is breaking.
Sir, my strength is being straightforward,
Being straightforward. Okay, it's very good.
and
Yes.
sometimes it is my weakness also.
Yes, okay. That's it.
Sir.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And roll number 49.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
My strength is my parents. My weakness is my laziness.
Your laziness.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a true weakness. Okay, keep it up. Thank you. Then roll number 50.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
So my strength is my parents and my weakness is my aggressiveness.
Aggressiveness. Same. You copied or just copied
Yes,
from
sir.
some? No. Okay, I'm believing you. No problem. Okay, these
Thank
are
you, sir.
your various. Yes.
Afternoon, sir. 32. I'm 32.
Yes. 32.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 32.
My strength is patience, sir.
Patience. Okay.
Patience.
Yeah,
And
it's
weakness
nice.
is trusting people.
Trusting people. Okay.
Uh,
Good.
thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, that's what the strengths and weaknesses task from your unit 4. So this unit 4 is completely regarding this task only. You have to identify, the aim of this unit is to identify your strengths and weaknesses, so that in the next unit you can set your goal. Okay, your short term and long term goal. Then you can have a way. If you set a goal, you can have a way. You can know what are the actions you are going to perform. So because of this, that only the strengths and weaknesses has been given in this unit 4. So strengths and weaknesses, the maximum, the good strengths are like patience. Somebody has told that, according to me it is also a good strength. Then the weakness like short temper, anger, it is all a temporary weaknesses. Because of our physical strengths or something, we will get like this. So you have to correct that one also. That anger management, these are all there in the next unit itself. So you have to control your anger, so otherwise you will become miserable. So that's the unit 4, the completion of unit 4. Then we'll start this unit 5 today. Yeah. Then unit 5 is about life enhancement skills. What are these enhancement skills? So until now you have identified yourself from your self identity, from your self discovery, from your self esteem. You know about yourself very much. Then what are the life enhancement skills? How it is going to help in just enhancing ourselves, in just enhancing our attitude, our behavior, our personality. How can we enhance using the various skills? For example, a conflict management. So how the conflict is a part and parcel of our life, because we are living with a harmonious in a harmonious society with many of the heterogeneous people. So their thinking, their thought process will be different from us. So they are unique and we are unique. So when this uniqueness mismatches with each other, somebody's idea is not working with our theme, or our idea is not working with them. So like this conflict is obviously a part and parcel of our life. So whenever there is a conflict is there, how can we manage that conflict? Okay, what is the role of the middle person in managing that one? So we have to look after these things, how the conflict will come, how we can manage them. Then the stress management. So right from the childhood to until to the old age, so everybody's concern is this one only, the self management. Okay, stress management. So the stress is part and parcel of our life. Okay, right from the childhood to the old age. So how can we manage that stress? What is the causes of stress? So how we can manage? What are the various ways which are there? What are the psychologists they are suggesting to manage this stress? So management of stress is truly worth for every age people, because when you build up a stress, it will automatically cause us a physical weaknesses also. So in order to lower that physical weaknesses, we have to manage our stress itself. Then building relationship. So how can we build relationship? So we already have a set relationship within our family, within our immediate society, we have a relationship. But how we can mingle with others? So how we can build a good relationship, so that it will be helpful in managing our stress, in managing our conflict. Whenever there is a relationship between in between a two person, there is a there is a very less probability to have a conflict. So we have to relate, we have to correlate with each other. That's building a relationship. Then emotional management. How can we manage our emotion? So somebody rightly said he will be very kind hearted or something. So how far you can explore your kindness? Okay, how far you can go with your kindness? So what is emotions? So the various types of emotions we have seen in earlier chapters itself. So that emotions, within certain limit, that emotions will be very good. But after crossing that limits, that emotions will be like a curse on us. So in order to lower that probability, or in order to lower that concern, So we have to manage our emotional management. So you have to develop your emotional quotient, or emotional intelligence is very 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 much required nowadays. Okay, earlier days it was not at all a good one. We should have a intelligent quotient or intelligence we have, so that will be measured using our IQ. But nowadays, compared to this IQ, EQ is very much important. That is emotional quotient. So without this EQ, we will believe everybody. So that's our very weakness, that we will believe everybody, will trust them, or afterwards we will just have to carry that burden throughout our lives. So that's emotional management. So how can we manage our emotions? What are the various emotions we have seen? So that using that emotions, various emotions, will sort out some of the steps through which we can just manage our emotions. That is called as emotional management. Then next one is a time management. This is must and should, right from the childhood age to the old age. So we have to manage our time. Time is everything. Okay, time is also money. Okay, whenever we lose some money, we can get that money, we can earn that money according to the psychologist. But whenever we just lose our money, we can't go back. We can't go back, and we can't have that time once again. So we have to manage that time. So as a student we knows how to manage our time very well, so that we can manage our semester, we can give our every exam, right from the unit test, or the class test, or mid exam, or pre final, or final, everything within a time bound. These are all the time bound activities only. So if you are passing your degree in within 3 years period, means okay, that is good for your career. But you are passing that same degree in 6 years or 4 years, not even a 6 years, you are passing in more than 3 years, your degree in more than 3 years. What is the use of that degree, that type of degree? So everybody will look at you like you are not at all good at time management. So like that, if you have in our lives, everything is a time bound. So our life is also a time bound. Until and unless we are completing our time, we are here on this year. After completion of our time, we will be somewhere else. So because of this, the time management is very 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 much important. So all this, if you manage very well, you will truly identify your purpose of your life. So you can find an answer to this question, why am I here? So the next part in this one, this management course, is this team management is also one integral part of this one. So nowadays, even from the software company, or even in a chemical plant, or even in the electronics plant, or even in R&D of the electronics or the chemical, everything, what happens, team management is very much essential, because everywhere teams are there. So everywhere we have to work with somebody else. Inside the family also we have to work with somebody else. So if there is a relationship, how can we manage that team? If there is no relationship, it's completely unknown. Okay, your colleagues may be unknown to you, so how can you manage that particular team? When you are giving when you have given some task, when you are being given some task by your boss or some management, what happens, that task, how can you perform? Whether you can perform the task individually, or you have to just recruit some team, you have to just identify your team. How can you identify that team? So okay, if you identify that team, how can you manage that one? Because in team management, inside that one, you have to manage everything. Like inside the team management, everybody has to work efficiently, so that the time bound deadlines can be beat down. So there your time management skills will be coming into existence. Then emotional management. Emotional management means inside the team, somebody will tell you, sir, today some accident has been happened, because of that I am late to this organization, I am late to the to my duty. So what happens there, you have to apply your emotional quotient. So you have to determine that whether the person say that person, whatever he is saying, that is correct or not. There your emotional intelligence, your emotional quotient will come into play in a role. Then the stress management. Managing a team is obviously a stressful activity, because nobody is same, nobody's nature is same, everybody is unique, everybody's attitude is unique. So to handle this various uniquenesses, you yourself has some uniqueness. So to manage that one, you obviously inviting some stress inside you. So there, how you just exhaust, how you just eradicate the stress, then your stress management skills will be coming into existence. Then when you are working in team, the conflict is obviously a part and parcel of this team management, because everybody is unique, everybody's idea is different, and somebody is not incorporating their idea, they will just uh, uh, um, quarrel with each other, there may be a conflict. So because of this conflicts, your skills as a manager, as a management team, so your skills, how you can uh, just handle this conflict involves this conflict management. So in that, inside this team management, everything, every your management skills lie right from the conflict, stress management, emotional coefficient, your time management, everything will be coming into play a big role in your team management. So overall in this chapter you have to see how to enhance your life using the skills of various management processes. So that will obviously enhance your quality of living, quality of life will be enhanced. At the same time, you can find an answer to the question, why am I here? And you can find the purpose of your life on this earth. So in order to do so, there are many things, there are many activities we have to perform. So that activities, that skills which are already imbibed in us, so that imbibed skills we have to take from inside to outside, so that it will be used in learning various activities, in learning through this process of management. So that may be the empathy, that may be handling emotions, anger, sadness, fear, hatred. Think rationally, you have to think rationally, you have to think logically, your logical thinking, your positive thinking, your ability to solve a problem, building your confidence, making right choices, everything will coming into play in this one. So obviously what is there inside you, that is going to determine you. So to determine that one, you have to identify whether what type of skills you possess, what you have to do in order to possess the unknown skills to you. So obviously these are the unknown skills to you. As you are in very young age, these are the very unknown skills to you, so that you can carefully listen to this one, you can manage yourself, you can find your true purpose. So the contents, the overall contents as discussed, the contents involved in this unit is the unit title is clearly the life enhancement skills. So then the first topic is the purpose of life. So what is the purpose of our life? So purpose of our life, we don't know. Okay, we don't know what is going to happen in the next stage, but we are alive. We are alive means we have to see something for our future. So something immediately we have to see. So to do that one, we have to set a goal. So goal setting is a wonderful technique. You can use wonderful tool, that is you can use for your enhancement purpose, for your life enhancement purpose. Then you can just lead towards the successful path. So you have to inherit using the short term goals only, you have to inherit the long term goals. So that is nothing but an ultimate goal of your life, so that you can know your true purpose in this year. Then the next topic is the characteristics of goal. What are the characteristics? What are the various characteristics of these goals? We will say this one as a SMART characteristics, or a SMART goal setting criteria. Okay, SMART. What is that SMART? We will see that one. Then the next topic is the building relationship. So how can we build a relationship, as we discussed? Then time management, stress management, emotional management, conflict management, then finally a team management or a group dynamics, we can say that one. So all these are the topics which have been covered in this unit 5, or the last unit we can say. So these topics you can find useful notes from this human values prescribed book of human values by All India Association of Christian Higher Education of New Delhi. So otherwise you can search on your web also, and you can accumulate lot of stuff which is there already in the web. So that's a suggestion for you. Every day you just search inside some web, you can learn additionally using this search criteria, using these topics over the web. Then what is purpose of life? So what is its true purpose? So true purpose, nobody knows that one, but to identify that one, a useful criteria is setting a goal. So how can we set that goal? Since we already I already asked you what is a short term and or a immediate goal, or your long term or your ultimate goal, I already asked you that one in the initial class. But what is this goal? What is that purpose? What is the purpose of that particular class? Why am I asking to set your goal? So in this class you come to know that one. So if you see that one, whenever some work, something is coming to your way, some work, somebody is asking you to do something impossible according to you, but according to somebody it is possible to you, because you are a human being. But according to you, because of your laziness or because of your lack of awareness or something, you will consider yourself as a you don't know that particular task how to perform. But whenever you set a goal to perform that particular task, so you will have some action. Okay, you will come to know that okay, next step I have to do that one, next step I have to do that one, like that you have to do that one, then only you can just reach that goal. In a similar way, in your true life also you should have some goal. That goal you have to define in with a criteria of a smart criteria. So that smart criteria we will see. So to be successful, in short we can say that to be successful, any individual, group or any institution, okay, even if you consider the Loyola Academy, we should have some goal. So that's any institution has to set specific goal, or in specifically, more specifically we can say specific goals, and strive towards attaining that goals or those goals. You have to attain that one first. To attain that one you have to set that one. If you set that one, there should be some motivation that will be dragging you towards that goal. So in order to have that motivation, in order to have that dragging criteria, you have to set your goal first. So goal setting means focusing on the target in hand for attainment. So whatever you have in your hand, you have to focus on that one. So goal must not be a unrealistic. So it should be somewhat realistic goal. So if you are setting somebody in the next day, in the next morning, I have to become a president of India. What about that goal? Okay, you can dream of that one. It is just a wish. But to reach that goal, or if that is a goal, you should have some action, you should have some motivation, you should have some plan. If you don't have any plan to reach that goal, it is just called a wish. That is clearly a wish. Wishes maybe fulfilled or might not be fulfilled, but the goal can be fulfilled with a true action plan. If when you have a true action plan with you, that is called as a clear goal that can be attained, not immediately, it can be attained throughout your life. In your life it can be attained, so we can guarantee on that one. But wishes, nobody can guarantee. As a human, nobody can guarantee that your wish come true, but God has that ability to fulfill that wish. That's that is a, out of context of this one. But goal setting gives a direction to one's activity. So that is nothing but, if there is a direction, you will have some motivation. That motivation will lead you to some motion or some activity. That activity is going to define you, whether you are going to reach that goal or not. Immediately you can know that one. Yes, your actions are based on that. Your goal means your activities will be true, your nature will be true. Then you can immediately say that yes, I am towards my goal. Then the activities of a person who does not set goals for himself or herself are likely to be shabby or unsystematic or unplanned. So we are humans, so we have to define our goal in the next immediate time, what I have to be, and in the lifetime what I have to be, or ultimately what I want to become. Like that, if you define that one, you will be a systematic, or you will be in a planned approach. Otherwise you will be called as a shabby or a waste or a unsystematic. You are not at all a systematic person, or you don't have any plan in your life, what you have to do with your life. You don't have that plan. When you don't have that plan, so your life is going according to a God's will, or according to devil will or something will. So depending on your trust, depending on your concern. So everything depending on that, it is going according to wastefully, it is going like that. But when you want something purpose out of your life, you have to set a goal. That goal will be somewhat systematic, and it should be somewhat planned. Then everyone's life should have mission. So what is this mission? So that mission we'll say. So this mission, ultimately every goal, when you set that one, it will clearly lead you towards your mission, defined mission. Then it is not appropriate that we wander like a drifting cloud carried by the direction of the wind. So the drifting cloud, every time what it will how it will go, it will travel using the using this wind. How the wind is going, with that wind it is going to travel. Like that our life will be traveling with our thoughts. Okay, in the next time what we have to do, we don't know, means we are not at all in a planning stage. We are not at all planned about our life. We not at all know our purpose of our life. So it will be just wandering around like that. So it is going anyway, time is going to pass, your life is going to uh, um, just come to the end at some point in time. Okay, somebody will be early, somebody will be later, or somebody will be immediate. Okay, depending on whatever your fate is there, it will go according to that one. But whatever the life we are having, if you want to utilize that one, you have to set a goal. So that's a criteria in our life to identify our purpose of life. So that's a criteria. Then young people like you are in the undergraduation stage, if you set your goal now, you can enhance, you can have a probability to reach that goal within a no time. But when somebody in a old age or something, he is just setting a goal, an impossible goal, he can't reach, because you are young people, you should have the more energy to reach that goal. So hard work is the best part of any to reach any goal. So to reach that one, you will have energy. So in this engage, you will have energy. So you have to dream that one, you have to set a goal, you have to be action, your activity will be towards reaching that goal. So young people especially should have a goal and a direction as well. Each dream, each thought, each activity should be directed towards attaining that lofty goal. So whatever the goal, it may be a small or it may be a big, it may be a wish or something. If you want to convert your dream or wish to a goal, you have to set a action, you have to set a clear plan, then only it will be called as your goal. So goal is nothing but, wish is nothing but whenever you dream of something, so that is called a wish. But whenever you have a proper action plan to reach, to fulfill that wish, it is called as a goal. So that's a clear idea. I think it's a distinction between what is a wish, what is a dream, and what is this goal. Then what are these goals? So as we define, if there is no action plan, so that is called as a wish. If there is action plan, that is called as a goal. So goals are the targets or end towards which we direct our efforts. So that is nothing but a target. Remember, if you see the archer, so he is targeting a small tiny hole inside that one. So that is a goal. So like that, our every goal, our goal need not to be like this, like a archer or some shooter. We should have some goals like a career goals, family goals, or something, relationship goals, everything will we can have. So goals will be depending on our whatever the thought process, our goal can be set. So goal setting and attainment has a positive effect on a student's life. So whenever we are having in a student life, that's a enjoying period. So that enjoying period, if you uh, just spend some more time in order to identify your goal, then that will lead you towards very positivity in your life after your graduation. So immediately you can settle, immediately you can have a relationship, immediately you can set your family, and everything will be attained if your goals are set. If you are not at all setting your goals, you don't know whether you are going to pass your degree or not, whether you are going to obtain some job or not, whether you are going to set your own business or not. So that is also a goal. Remember, not only for the students. Okay, if student is thinking that I am not going to attend some interview or something, but for setting your own business also you required a goal. So setting a business itself is a goal, it's a dream. Okay, you have to fulfill that dream using some action, using some plan. So that is also a part of this goal. So goals enhance students' energy and self-confidence. Whatever the energy you have, physical energy, so it will be carried whenever you set a goal. It will be carried to your mind, and that will give an unknown energy, an unknown source of energy, an unknown source of strength to you. That will be called as a confidence. That will be called as a self-confidence. Okay, that will be very much useful in order to reach your goal. So they are important for us. There's self-confidence and the energy is very much important for us because they motivate us to attend classes and study for examination wholeheartedly. Okay, if you have a motivation, if you have this clear goal setting that I have to attain this much grade in my final year, so you have to set a plan from the first year itself. So that's a plan. If you set a plan, you should have a motivation that you should attend a class regularly, you should attend the exam, you should crack the exam, you should know what is going to happen, you should know what is a teacher is teaching you and everything. You should have a motivation, you should find a motivation. How you can find a motivation? By setting a goal only. So we can improve our academic performance by learning to set goals that motivate us to do well and thus increase chances of success. So motivation is ultimate thing which we have to inculcate in our habits. But in order to reach that motivation state, in order to have a self motivation, you have to work on your goal first. If you work on your goal, self motivation is obviously coming to you. Nobody has to teach that this unit, this is I am going to teach you tomorrow, this is your syllabus or nothing. If you have a self motivation to crack the exam, if you have a self motivation to just do well in the exams in your degree part, you will just go to the library, you just search whatever the books, whatever the syllabus you required, you will just ask a question to the lecturer and everything. You will have a self motivation on your own. Nobody has to motivate, not even a lecture, not even a lecturer, or not even a management. Everybody don't have to motivate you. That self motivation will be a driving force in order to reach your goal. In order to have that self motivation as a driving force, you have to set your goal. Then only that driving force is going to come on your way. So is it truly necessary to fix a goal? So why it is very important? Why am I that much emphasizing on this goal setting? So what is the reason behind this one? Yes, goal setting is very much important. A person who is in a race should know the finish line. Only then he can reach the race. So that is called as a definite goal. So definitely, okay, whether you are going to reach that one or not, when there is some finishing line, only you can know that one. Okay, your ability is going to define that finishing line. So that's one. So if he or she does not know, then there is a chance of moving in the opposite direction. If there is no goal, there is no direction. There is no direction. In which direction, whether it may be a positive or whether it may be negative, in which direction you are going, you cannot know that one. So to know that direction, you should have some goal. Because of this only, I am specially emphasizing in this one how to set and what is this goal and why to set this goal. So what is the goal? So goal is something a person wants to accomplish. Okay, whatever you may be, you want to accomplish, whatever you want to mold yourself, so that is called a goal. Then what is goal setting? So it's a process. So goal setting is a process of planning how you will accomplish the goal successfully. So this planning only differentiate the goal from wish. Okay, if there is no planning, there is no goal. If there is a planning, that is called as a goal. That if there is no planning, it is called as clearly a wish or your dream. Then goal theory. What is this goal theory? Remember, for example, you are right now in a student state. So your direction, so that goal setting or your learning behavior should be leads towards your goal process. So what is this goal types? There are two types of goals. One is a mastery goal and another one is a performance goals. So what is this mastery goal? So some of your colleagues or some of your friends will have a what we say this one will have some goal that I have to acquire some knowledge, not only the marks, I have to acquire some knowledge. So that type of goals will be called as a mastery knowledge. But somebody will have a performance goals. So performance goal nothing but somebody will have a desire only to have some marks, some more marks, in order to look a competent person in others in others life. You have to They have to look somewhat confident or somewhat competent people. So like that person will have a performance goal. And the person who truly concerned about the knowledge, who wants to gain some skills, he will only concentrate on the mastery goals. So that is called as a mastery goals. Another one is called as a performance goals. So thus performance goals is also important as the say, as well as same time this mastery goals are also important. So this is the goal theory. Then from the this goal theory, we can define there are two types of goals. So one is the ultimate goal and second one is the immediate goal. So if you truly can define your immediate goal, that small tiny immediate goals will ultimately reach you, take you to a part of the ultimate goal. So to reach that goal, even it's an immediate goal or even it's an ultimate goal, you should have a energy, you should have a motivation, you should be working hard to that to reach that one. So in order to reach that one, so we should have a motivation. So after reaching that, so after reaching your immediate goal, you should be inherited that that small immediate goals will be inherited towards your ultimate goal. Ultimate goal is nothing but we can call in our first class itself, in the terminology of our first class, that is a long term goal. So ultimate goal is nothing but your long-term goal, or we can say lifetime goal, or in between many goals will be there. But the starting point is a short-term goal, or we can say that as a immediate goal. So that immediate goal will define you whether you are going to lead towards your long-term goal or not. So what is this short-term goal or immediate goal? So this will change from time to time. Immediate goals, whatever you set your goal, immediately it will change, okay, according to your situation, according to your obstacles, according to your thought process. It will going to change, it will not remaining as a constant, because in life nothing is a constant, only change is the constant in life. So these immediate goals uh, pave the way to achieve the ultimate goal. So only if you define your short term goals, it is clearly going to lead to your path which is going to happen in the ultimate goal. So what is this ultimate goal? So this is the finishing line, or this is what that should be finally achieved. So okay, if you want to achieve, if you want to be a big person, as in the first class somebody was saying, I want to be a big person, I want to earn more money or something. So that's maybe your ultimate goal, but in order to reach that goal you have to define many short term goals, like you have to crack your degree, you have to take your degree, you have to obtain some job, or you have to set some business. So these are the immediate goals. These immediate goals, only when you accumulate some principal amount or some amount of money for your career, you are going to achieve that ultimate goal of a big person, or ultimate goal of your definition, a lot of money or something. So you are going to achieve that one. So to achieve that one, immediately you have set some goals. But instead of setting that immediate goals, like I have to obtain a degree, I have to obtain a job, I have to do some business or something, if you are defining that I want to earn this much of money at end point of time, so without this immediate goal, you are not going to achieve that ultimate goal. So that's a clear distinction between this ultimate and immediate goal. What's the importance of this immediate goal compared to this ultimate goal? Ultimate goal setting is very much important, but to reach that ultimate goal, your immediate goals should be set down. So after setting these immediate goals, you have to work on a plan. You have to plan your actions, your activities should be based on your immediate goals. So immediate goals will be clearly leading you to your ultimate goals. So what are the characteristics of these girls? So some of the characteristics, there are 5 characteristics will be there. So that we will say that a smart girls we will say. So what is the smart? So this is nothing but an acronym. So smart is, one is specific, the M means measurable, A means attainable, then R means relevant, then T means time based. So this is called as a smart goal setting criteria. So why should we set our goals in these characteristics? So these are also known as the characteristics of girls. So these are very much important, because without this smart goals setting criteria, whatever you set, it may be leading you to somewhere else. Rather than leading you towards your goal, it may be leading you to somewhere else. So that we don't know. But according to the psychologists, it's a good one if you just set your goal or set your criteria in such a way that it should satisfy this smart goal setting tools, smart goal setting characteristics. So S means specific, M means measurable, A means attainable, R means relevant, T means time based. So what is this one? So in short, we can say that a clear goal or a girl's good goal are clear and measurable and have an expected time frame. So good goals, whatever we are setting a good goals for us, that should be clear. That should be, you should have taken that goal as a conscious move. Then it should be somewhat measurable, not an unrealistic goal. So if you are taking an unrealistic goal, you might have end up that you will not satisfy your goal, you will not reach that goal. And have an expected time frame. So you should set a time frame. Remember, when you don't have a time frame, like if you want to become an IAS officer or IPS officer, something, if you want to crack this UPSC or something SSC examination, so if you setting that goal as your lifetime goal, what is the point in setting that goal? Because the rules are clearly specifying that within the 32 years you have to crack that examination. But you are setting that goal as a lifetime goal. What happens to that one? You might have end up that you will not achieve that goal at all. So you have to have some expected time frame. If you know that expected time frame, within that expected time frame, when you reach at that point in time, what happens from there, you can know that whether you have to continue that goal or whether you have to drop at that point or mold your direction. So in order to verify your direction, in order to verify your true moves, okay, in order to get your next action plan, So this time frame is also very much important. Then what is the meaning of the specific in the SMART acronym? What is the meaning of the specific? So a goal has to be written in simple, clear language rather than in general terms. Okay, general terms are I want to become that one, I want to become an air pilot, I want to become that one. So in the journal, not in a journal terminology. So okay, before defining your specific goal, you have to ask yourself the questions. Here, the questioning criteria will be very much important. Who, how, what, when, where, why. So that will be clearly a thought process, a thought-provoking process. The specific process is a thought-provoking process. So what is this thought-provoking process? What do I want to accomplish? Okay, first yourself you have to ask, what do I want to accomplish, whether I want to accomplish that one or not. So why do I want to accomplish, why am I attracted towards that goal? You have to ask yourself that question. Then how can I accomplish? There, if you know this how, so that will be leading you towards your measurable and leading towards your proper planned goal. So other criteria, the planning is also satisfied, so that your wish can be turned into your goal. So the more specific goals are, the more motivated one will be to achieve them. If you know the answers to this one, who, how, what, when, where, why, so that will be leading towards your specific goal. Specific means a specific, a single thought process. So there you can have some motivation. The more motivation you will get on that one. So example, getting a good grade this semester will be a general goal. So not, this is not a specific goal. But whereas getting a O grade this semester will be a specific goal. Okay, here the specific point is getting a some grade like a O grade or A grade or B grades or something is called as a your specific goal. Specifically you are mentioning your grade. But good, what is good means, okay, according to your university, according to your college, or according to your knowledge, based on that one, good may be anything. According to your friend it may be a good, according to you it might not be a good. But when you are specifying according to your college has an outstanding grade which is O grade, means that's specific goal. Need not to be a O grade, it may be a B grade. Okay, that's maybe depending on your achievability, depending on your measurable attainable process. So this is a specific terminology you have to specify. Okay, rather than in a general terminology, you have to specify in terms of specific one. Then the next one is a measurable one. Okay, this, what is this measurable one? So if you set an unmeasurable, okay, you don't know the finishing line, then what is the point in setting that goal? You might be end up in the midpoint, or you might have to change your direction, you might lose your motivation. Okay, all this might happen. So in order to lower the chances of this happenings, you have to set your goal in order to be a measurable. So there should be proper criteria set in place for measuring the progress of the goal from time to time. So time to time you have to measure your goal. How far am I? Whether I am reaching to that one, how much time it is going to take. So time to time you have to measure your goal. So like a road map, you have to measure your distance. So it will help for making necessary changes in between if needed. So if something changes, you need to require something directional changes, it will help that one. If you measure that one, then only you can know that what type of changes you have to incorporate. For example, it would be a difficult to determine whether you achieved your goal if you just wanted to do well in the course. So if you are doing your course, okay, if I didn't conduct any examination like this mid examination or pre-final examination, final examination, what is the point in studying in that course, whether you are qualifying, whether you are not qualified in that course? So that is a measurable quantity. Okay, whatever the source, whatever the examination which I have conducted, through that only you are knowing that whether you are achieving your goal or not, whether you are achieving your O grade or B grade or A grade, whatever the grade is there, you are achieving or not. How can you know that one? Measuring. Through the measurement only it is known. Without measuring, you just say I completed this course. So what is the point in that one? There is no grading, there is no proof for that one. So like that, your goal should be somewhat measurable. So we will continue this one. I think 3 minutes of that. Okay. Then next one is the achievable. So what are these achievable goals? Why we should set our goals to be achievable? Why can't we set non-achievable goals? Okay, like that in the first example I have seen, I have told you this one. This, if you want to become a president of India in the next day, so what happens? So that's a clearly non-achievable goal, immediately non-achievable goal. If you have a plan, if you, this that's a long term goal. So you have to properly plan that one. So you have to know your strengths for that one, whether you are in that line or not. So to go into that line, it will take some time, that you have to consider. That's the achievability. So whether you are going to achieve or not, you have to follow some thought process. First you have to reflect on your own thinking. So that goal is required for me, so how far I am to reach that goal. So that type of reflection, that type of thought provoking process is very much required. That is called as a reflect. Then focus. Okay, then you have to focus on that one clearly. You have to see what is going to happen, what is going to changing there, what changes are going there. So that's a focus. Then you have to plan that one. Depending on that focus, depending on that direction, you have to plan your direction, you have to change your direction, you have to keep some apply some directional changes. Then if you have to seek somebody else support, that's called a get support. You should get some support. Then if required, you have to revisit once again whatever the steps you have to you just cross of that one, maybe reflect, focus or plan. So depending on your support, depending on your abilities, you have to set that one. If you set your goal too much, very much height, so it might have end up towards the non-achievable goal. Too much very low, it will demotivate you, that this is nothing, this achievement is nothing, like that. If you set your goal very much achievable, that's a right goal. So every goal has to be within one's reach. Okay, it is out of your ability means it can't be reached. A goal should be your out of reach ability only, but it not be, it would not be that much uh, incapability. So you should not have that much incapability, because it will take lifetime to crack that goal. So in order to lower the chances of your failure, you should be framing that goal in order to be a achievable goal. If you plan your step wisely and establish a time frame for achieving those steps, almost every goal set can be achieved. So the wise planning is very much important in achieving that goal. In every step you have to be conscious, you have to be precious. We will gradually develop the attitudes, abilities, skills and financial capacity to reach the goal that have been set. So then only if the steps are clear, so you can know what is going to take, what type of skills we want at that stage, at that point in time, what type of attitude, what type of ability it is going to take, what type of financial liability it is going to create on us. So that will entirely depend on your step, what is your defining steps. So while achievable goals motivate us, impossible goals can demotivate anyone. If you are setting an impossible goal that will motivate at any point in time, then you have to revert back once again to the initial position. So in order to lower the chances of returning back to initial position, you have to set your goal in a possible way, somewhat possible way. So it should not lead you to the impossible way. So okay, today this one and two other criteria are also there in the smart goal creating criteria. We will discuss in the tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope you understood this class. If you have any doubt, just ask me any point in time.